Hey, this is Brian at Havasu Turf Pros. We're loading up a DIY package right now. In here we have our decomposed granite and our silica sand. The guys are out here back right now. They're rolling the turf that's going to go with this package, and we'll get it delivered. Hi, it's Brian from Havasu Turf Pros. This is the first step that you take when you receive your turf. You're gonna lay it out, cut the saran wrap off, and then roll it out. After you roll it out, we suggest that you push broom or power broom it and let it sit for 2 hours prior to installation. So here, this is about the third step in the process. So we started off, we unrolled the turf, we broomed it, we came to our project area, we removed the gravel and cleared the area. So now what we've done is we've spread decomposed granite all across the area here, raked it out. Now the process is to plate compact it and get it as hard as we can. Is doing highs and lows. We've already compacted the ground once, but there's still some lumps and unevenness in the surface. So we come back in and we bring in more base, kind of filling the highs and lows, and plate compact it again. This process can take 2 to 3 times before you get your ground perfect, but it is important to get your ground perfect so that your grass looks perfect on top. All right, so now we're at step 4. So step 1, we rolled out our turf, we broomed it out. Step 2, we cleared the project area and started grading it. Step 3, we graded it out, plate compacted, checked for highs and lows, and plate compacted again. Now we've got the turf on the ground and are beginning the seaming and cutting out process to finish this installation. Anytime you have a large project area where you have to put multiple pieces together, the seams are one of the most important parts. Now we use a machine called a Cool Glide. It's brought over from the carpet industry. And what we do is we make sure that our turf is lined up, we put the seam tape underneath, and then we activate the machine. This allows us not to use any wet glues while working on the surface. It actually heats the glue up from the bottom. After we've glued the turf down, we put 4 inches of nails all the way down the seam line. So Dan is doing the process behind me here, and we'll show you a clip of that here shortly. All right, here we are at the final step of the process, step 5. This is where we're gonna come in and broom the turf that we just laid. We're gonna spread the sand and broom it again for the immaculate finish. Now this is our completed project. If you take a look down here, you can see how nice our edging is. We set our height perfectly so the blades sit perfectly level with the patio. Coming around here around the landscaping, everything's tight lines, rolled edges, really nice. Can't even see the seams. Everything's perfect on this job and the customer is really happy. Hi, my name is Brian with Havasu Turf Pros. Today we're going to talk about 5 simple steps to installing your synthetic turf. Step 1, when you receive your turf in your driveway or in your yard, you want to roll it out 2 hours prior to installation and hit it with the power broom or push broom. In step 2, you're going to want to paint out your project area, get your dimensions, paint it out, clear any turf or debris or gravel out of that area to get ready for step 3. All right, step 3, we're going to bring in decomposed granite to lay as the base for the underlayment of your turf. In this process, we will bring in decomposed granite, rake it out, and plate compact it 3 or 4 times to get a perfect surface for step 4. All right, here we are at step 4. Step 4 is when we're going to lay the turf down. This particular project is about 30 feet by 25, so it will require 1 seam. So we're going to make sure that we get our pieces down and our seam correct before we start cutting any of the edges. All right, here we are at the final step of the process, step 5. This is where we're going to come in and broom the turf that we just laid. We're going to spread the sand and broom it again for the immaculate finish.